everyone, welcome to New Parents in Training. I have given birth a few months ago and I wanted to share what's in my hospital bag. So before I go on, if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe and give a thumbs up. Alright, so I do have a very small bag. This is my minimalist way of how I packed this bag before I went to the hospital. As a disclaimer, the hospital I gave birth has a full maternity ward, so it had most items that I need and I didn't need to bring it from home. So the first item that I find really important is my cell phone. So this is my item where I can call, text, update everyone. But also has the PDF of the birth plan. When I asked my OB, I didn't really need to bring a paper with my birth plan because she already documented in my file. So one neat thing about this phone case is that I could store important information that the hospital needs, such as my ID and also my insurance information and a credit card just in case I need to purchase anything. The things I brought are things that made me really comfortable at the stay of the hospital, but didn't require a lot of items. Next I want to show is my robe. I really recommend this robe. I got this on Amazon. It's really comfortable. It opens up at the front, okay, so it's easy to put on, but also it's really easy to take off on the sides for easy breastfeeding. I only brought one, but I could have brought two, but I think one is enough. Next, I got two maternity bras that are easy to clip off for easy breastfeeding, and then my toiletries. And so I have a small toiletry bag, nothing very fancy. So I got my travel size toothbrush, I got floss, toothpaste. As far for me, I wear glasses or in contacts. So I have a contact case and also contact solution. And as a backup, I also have glasses. Small size deodorant, a lip balm. And this is really important, especially when giving birth and you're trying to breathe in and out, your lips becomes very, very dry. So I had ice chips all throughout the laboring, but also a lip balm was really helpful. I also have a small hand sanitizer just in case I need to just clean my hands real quick. And then just a moisturizing cream for dry hands. And I have earplugs and some hair ties. The earplugs are super important, and also I have a eye mask. This is like a must for me because after giving birth I was so tired, and thankfully I had my parents and also my husband to come in to watch the baby. And so while they watch the baby in the room, I would take for a snooze. And so this is just to block off the noise and also the lights, and so just to provide a more restful sleep. So toiletries I didn't really need to bring was like soap because the hospital provided soap at that point. I didn't bring a big bottle of moisturizing cream because they do have moisturizing cream, which I can show you. Oh yeah, I also didn't bring panties or underwear because they have disposable underwear that can hold those giant pads, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. In my case, I didn't bring any makeup because I was not planning on a fancy photo shoot, and I was planning to do a photo shoot with the baby after the giving birth. Another important item that I forgot to mention to bring was a charged battery pack. This is super important for me because I could have the phone close to me in my bed and not really needing to get out and then uncharge my phone or charge my phone. So this is just very convenient just to leave it on the side of the bed. And also phone cords or adapters just in case. Last but not least, a baby footed PJ. I think this is important because when I brought my daughter out to the car, I had to unswaddle her to fit her into the car seat. So just one is enough. And if you plan to do a photo shoot or whatnot, you could bring like nicer clothes to the baby. And I think that's it. I have nothing else. Before I proceed on to the hospital bag that I received at the hospital, I wanted to mention that the clothes that I went in was the same clothes that I went out or discharged with. So I went in with something like this, similar like this, in a maternity dress robe. So it's easy to take off and easy to put in. And I also came in with just regular slippers. I recommend not to bring like fancy shoes or sneakers because you could use these flip-flops to take a shower, and it's just so easy to clean and maintain. All right, so here is the bag, and it used to be a little bit fuller because I already used most of the items inside of the bag, but I'm gonna mention briefly what I obtained. So start off with the baby care. We receive a lot of diapers. This is about the equivalency of the diapers we receive. The sizes that we had at that time was for the neonate size, and it was part of the baby bag that they prepared for us. But also there were a lot of diapers that were left in the room that were not used. So when I asked the nurse, she allowed me to pack everything that was inside the room. And so there were several packets of baby diapers, and so we took those. Also, we took wipes, tons of wipes. We also got formula, and so I only have one sample left, but this is Similac. There are 2 ounces of ready to eat formula, and also it comes with disposable nipple that goes along with the formula. And I found them to be super useful because I was not producing milk readily or enough for the baby to eat, and the baby was always hungry. And so this is just enough to supplement through those hunger periods or when the baby was cluster feeding and my nipples were cracking. So these were really, really important for me. And then I have here a container of baby care items, such as like a syringe bulb, and these are actually really needed when there is a lot of discharge, mucus discharge. You could suck out those boogers out of the baby. I got pacifiers that I didn't really need. I didn't think my baby really wanted pacifier or liked pacifiers when she was born. It has also a little brush, some mittens, and then a Johnson & Johnson baby wash. I cannot remember how I got these, but you can put the baby's foot or hands to make prints and then place it onto a paper to make memories or scrapbooking and so on. So I thought this is kind of neat. Now I'm going to show what items I got for mommy care. I decided to bring a pump of my own, just for convenience, but also because the hospital provided their hospital grade pump, which helped to stimulate the milk production. And what they have is the Medela Symphony, and so the nurse provided me a kit that was just for me. And the kit contains a lot of items that can be used and can be kept. I recommend if the hospital provides a pump, make sure you keep their kit, because their kit is actually valuable in the case you do end up needing a hospital grade after you get discharged. So I don't have the kit nicely packed. As you can see, they are used, but I can tell you what includes in that kit. So the kit contains breast shields, connectors, milk bottles with lids, tubes, valves, membranes, membrane caps, protecting membranes, an information guide, and instructions for breastfeeding. Besides the kit, the lactation consultant was also able to provide me different sizes of breast shields, because what came with the kit didn't really fit me. And not only that, but she also provided breast pads for me. They also provide me a steam bag, because once you use those parts, you need to wash them, and they also provided me dish soap to wash them. This steam bag actually helped me to sterilize those parts and make it very, very efficient. And these can be sterilized through a microwave. So this is super neat as well. I was also provided tons of lanolin cream. That's because I had very cracked nipples and it was just so painful. And interestingly enough, the hospital did not provide diaper rash cream. And so I used the lanolin cream every time the baby had some sort of rash, and so that really helped. I also got nipple shields from the lactation consultants. They seem to help at the beginning, especially trying to improve the latching with the baby. And I got also feeding oral syringes in case the baby wasn't too sleepy or couldn't really latch. You could actually squirt like breast milk onto the sides of the mouth to kind of enhance the feeding as well. And these are the rest is just Medela pump parts. I also obtained a handheld pump, and this handheld pump was very useful for me, especially to help the letdown, as you can press here really quickly. And this one, I end up using it throughout my breastfeeding journey because I exclusively breastfeed now, and if I have milk that I cannot get it out with the Haka, I was able to use with handheld pump without really needing to use an electrical pump, and it saves me time from washing all the different parts. So this is just efficient and very time saving as well. So I didn't bring my own socks. because the hospital also provides socks, and these are non-skid socks. I was so swollen from all the fluids that I obtained that I couldn't even fit in my own flip-flops. So I wore these socks instead, just to walk around. And so these are actually very useful to wear while inside the hospital. During the hospital stay, I asked for a moisturizing cream because my little tube actually ran out. I like this moisturizer. It's just so nice on a dry skin, especially with the AC going on the whole time. And this hospital stay, the AC, they keep it really, really dry. So it's a very dry environment. And this one can be used for face, hands, body, and feet. So very multi-use. During my hospital stay, I didn't really take a shower on the first day. I was just so tired. And so they provided these bathing cloth, and this can be used throughout the whole body and not needing to like rinse or anything. So I used these cloths even after discharge. And so there were several packs I was able to take home because they were already inside the room. So the reason I didn't bring panties is because they provide maternity knit pants. So there were several of these packs laying in the bathroom, and you could actually ask for more. And they look like these. These are like disposable underwear. They're really large. They have extra large if you need them. So I'm trying to stretch them out, but yes, I had them very big. And the reason why I had them so big, it fit these giant diapers. I had a lot of discharge after giving birth. These diapers really help with soaking up all the discharge. There were several of them laying in the bathroom, and you ask for more as well to take home. Look how big they are. And if you don't want giant diapers like these, they do have smaller pads. They are long pads. They look like overnight pads. These also are useful for discharges that are not as big or large. I also got the cleansing bottle, and I took it home as well. Useful to clean the remaining lochia. Last but not least, I got Pernil warm pack, and so these are very soothing to put underneath, especially if it's burning and it's really painful. But I also found it useful to put it onto the breast as warm compresses. So these are disposable, one-time use. They could just be held on both ends, fold it until you hear a pop, and then you shake it to have this mixture, and then once you remove from the packaging, then it can be used. There are two items that I already gave away, and so I couldn't show it in this video, and that is a belly band. And the belly band was really helpful to keep everything in, but also whenever I cough or whenever I sit or whenever I do any movements, it provides more support, and that can be provided by the hospital. And the other item was compression stockings. As I said earlier, I was really swollen. Like all my legs was completely swollen, and I was swollen for up to a week. And so the compression stockings really kept swelling down. Unfortunately, it's not here in this video. So that's it. These are all the items I received from the hospital. If you have questions about what the hospital contains and what they can provide, please make sure you ask them. One way to ask them is that during your hospital tour, you could ask the items to see whether they have it. That way, you don't really need to bring all those items from home, because once you get home, you need to clean them or need to organize them, and then having a newborn, you just don't have the time to organize your bag. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it very helpful for you as a reference. And I hope you continue to watch more of our videos. So see ya!